In all you do, never be the Lazarus in your relationship. Remember Lazarus, the poor man at the gate of the rich, longing to eat the crumbs that fell from the rich man's table. The rich man didn't love him, didn't see him, didn't care about him. I doubt if he even knew his name. Maybe he passed on his horse or chariot and just saw the beggar by his gate. But here is what most people miss. Lazarus stayed because he believed crumbs were all he could get. Maybe he was, a beggar right from childhood. And that's what many of us do today. We stay in relationships that starve us, not because we love pain, but because our childhood taught us to settle for crumbs. My name is Christine Vidal Wachiku, and I'm the founder of Courtship Academy. Here at the Academy, we talk about how your past shapes your love life and how to stop repeating cycles that keep hurting you. You'll be wondering, why am I attracted to people like this? Why do I keep getting hurt in my relationship? So today, we are uncovering how childhood wounds make you a modern day Lazarus, waiting for crumbs in love. Lazarus didn't demand the table. He just felt he knew his place. So he waited for what fell from the table. Maybe he had been in this situation, as I said, from birth, and that was all he knew from his childhood. That's what a breadcrumb relationship looks like today. Someone gives you little acts of affection, just enough to keep you hoping, but never enough to honor you, to respect you in any way. They text you only when it's convenient. You keep looking at your phone, but nothing is coming in. They show affection only when you pull away. They say just enough to keep you hanging on to them. So why do you stay? Because somewhere in your childhood, you learned to survive on crumbs. You always stayed small, even in childhood. If love came with conditions, if you had to earn approval, stay quiet to keep peace, or work hard to feel seen, you always had things to do to be loved. Your nervous system wired itself to associate love with struggle. And that's why when you're struggling with any relationship, you feel that's love. So now when someone gives you the minimum, it feels familiar. That's what you know. That's what you've always known. That familiarity feels like home, but it's not safety. It's repetition. Repetition of what you already know, what feels familiar to you. In Luke 16, the rich man's power depended on Lazarus staying at the gate. That's what shows that he had that power, So in modern terms, the manipulator's power depends on your low self-worth. Once you don't value yourself, you don't respect yourself. That is key to the manipulator. Every time you settle, you reinforce their control. And every time they throw you crumbs, a call, a text, an apology, they keep you tethered like nailed and, holding on to them. You think it's love. They know it's power. They have power over you. So let's take the case of Agmada. We call her Agmada. She's been dating someone for over a year. Yet, every conversation about commitment ends with, I'm not ready. Whenever she asks him, where is this relationship going? It's like, I'm not really sure. I still have this to do, blah, blah, blah. He ignores her for days and then suddenly likes her post when she's trying to even give up on him. He cancels plans at the last minute, but texts just enough to keep her emotionally hooked, to deceive her that he's still interested. It's a trauma loop because even rejection feels better than abandonment. Instead of him going away permanently, it's better for him to just be rejected. Here is the truth. When you've been trained to survive on crumbs, you will call starvation normal because that's your daily take, right? You will confuse anxiety for excitement. You will mistake inconsistency for mystery. You will call chaos chemistry. That's not love. That's your inner child still trying to earn what should have been freely given. To break free, you must heal the part of you that believes crumbs are enough because they are not. So start by asking yourself, what did I learn about love as a child? What did you learn from your upbringing? Was love being useful or was it given unconditionally? Did I feel heard or did I have to prove I mattered? Do I shrink myself just to stay chosen? Like keep quiet so that they know that, you need to be accepted without causing any problems. Healing begins when you confront the lie that you have to beg for what you deserve. That's when the healing starts. When you know your worth, you stop waiting at gates and sitting at tables. Safe love doesn't make you beg. Safe love brings you to the table, admits you there, allows you say you have a voice and say what matters to you. If you've been the Lazarus in your relationship, today is your wake-up call. Say no to crumbs and say yes to healing because you deserve it. Because until you heal your childhood wounds, you will keep finding the same gate in different forms. Again, my name is Christine Vidal Wachuku, reminding you that you're not meant to beg for love. You are meant to be loved in full.